Hey folks, so a couple students asked me to throw together a quick how-to video for how to use a bulleting system in Word for the exam or the outlines, the chapter outlines. So what I thought I would do is A, do that, and B, show you where you can find the example outline for future reference. So let me share my screen. Boom. All right, so when you log into uh, your Blackboard page, all right, to find basically all of the example documents and guide documents. Some of those guides are attached to the actual assignment links, but many documents that are meant to help you can be found by going to course content. And again, if this side menu isn't there, it's probably hidden like that. And so you just need to hit that arrow, boom, there it'll be. But you want to go to the course content section, and that'll bring you to all where you're probably spending most of your time as it is. You just go to the very bottom of that, and you're going to find this folder called Examples and Additional Information of Interest. So you're going to click on that, and there's a couple of helpful things where, I'll be posting this in the link to this video in the announcements, but I'll also be posting a link here. All right, so you can find a lot of things here. In fact, here's one of my old lectures from a different class, and I'll go ahead and delete that after I get done with the video. But when you follow the link that this takes you to, it'll take you to YouTube, because all my videos are uploaded to YouTube. When you are watching the video, you'll see my YouTube channel listed. And then if you want to click that link to my YouTube channel, you'll see a bunch of my other videos with a lot of lectures. Now, some of those lectures, not all, but some of those lectures are relevant to this class. So I would encourage you to look through those. If you would like to watch a lecture over some content, look through those to see if I've already made one. If I haven't and you would like me to make a lecture video over some piece of content, all you got to do is send me an email and request it. Okay? But so here's our example chapter outline. So I'm going to click that so it'll download. All right. And here it is. And so every one of your outlines should look roughly like that. All right. So how do we first, the main thing that this video is for is how do you make a bulleted list? Well, let me pull up a blank document. All right. Boom, there we go. Now, at the top of the page, you only need, of all of these outlines, you only need 3 things. So you need your name, your actual name. All right. Then we want to put the title of the chapter, and we want to center it, and we're going to center it using this right here. Now, if this ribbon is hidden like that, all right, all you've got to do, I believe, is hover over it, click the tab, and it'll show back up. Now, if you click back down here without it pinned, it's going to hide again. All right, so you click on the tab. If you want that to stay there, click pin. All right, and that ribbon will always be there. All right, and I prefer to always be there. So because the title of the chapter and the book information needs to be centered, I'm going to hit this button right here. So chapter title, let's see, number and title. And book information, pages in book where chapter can be found. There you go. I'm going to make that sentence case rather than type case. Now, you wouldn't write that out, obviously. You would just put in something like, and then the number. Whatever it is. Then we come back down here, and we're going to left align it. And there's a couple different ways that we can start a bulleted system. One is that is automatically built into Word. So I can just start typing with a number, so like 1 period and space, and it started the bulleting system for me. So then I can type in my first bullet point. Right? Now, all I have to do to get the next bullet point up is just press enter, and it automatically populates. All right, and then I can do my second bullet. But if I have a sub point that I want to create, all I have to do is press the tab button. And now it's been moved over by one indentation. Now that's the simple way, and that's the way I make my bulleted outlines in Word. And I can't guarantee that this will, any of what I'm talking about will translate to other versions of Word like on a Mac, but the limited experience that I've had with Word on a Mac, I believe all of this translates to Word on a Mac. Now, if you're using something like Google Docs, or you're using Mac's version of Word, which is not Mac's version of Word, but Apple's alternative to Word, which is called Pages, I can't guarantee that any of these shortcuts will work for those programs. All right, but they will work for, or they, at least on average, they should work for Word. All right. Now, so what I've just shown you is one way to do it all. All right. The other way to do it, or at least the other way that I know of that you can to do it using the ribbons, is we come up here. You have to be on the home button. If you're on any other tab, it's not there. All right. Each tab has different options, but on the home tab, if you come up here to these three buttons right here in the paragraph section, you're going to find three different bulleting options. So these buttons and these two here are going to be your friends, and I'll show you why. So to start a bulleted system, I'll come to the center one, hit that down arrow. All right, if you just hit the button, it's just going to create your bullet, and it's going to be whatever bullet Word chooses for it. But if you hit this little arrow right here, all right, then you get options. And so you can use the number bullets like we've already done, a variation of it, Roman numerals, letters, etc. All right, so let's say I want to do Roman numerals. There it is. Okay, then I type in, press enter, and again, it's going to auto-populate. Now, so before, when I wanted to create a subpoint, I just press tab. Well, the other way I can do that is I can use these tabbing buttons up here. All right, so you see this one with the arrow pointing towards the center of the page, that tabs in, and it does exactly what pressing the tab button did earlier. Now, if we want to move back out, press the other button with the arrow pointing towards the edge of the paper, and it goes back out a level. And you can keep doing this, and you can create a highly tiered bulleted system, all right, to the point where you end up getting something like this, where you see, this is one, here's 2 levels, here are 3 levels, and here's a 4th level. All right, so you can get as detailed and nuanced in your bullet, in your outline, as you want. And I encourage you to put more details. The more details that you put in there, the better your outline is going to be. Remember that the outlines are meant to help you actively read. All right, and so the more detail that you put in your own words, the more in depth you're studying, and the better you should do, and the better I expect you to do on the exams. All right. All right, guys. And again, this outline that you see here, the example outline, it's not an outline from your book. It's from a different book. It's not even a class that I teach right now. I'm preparing to teach it, but I haven't taught it yet. And I did that on purpose. I didn't want you basically being tempted to largely copy that outline. I just wanted you to see an example of what the overall thing looks like. All right, guys, I hope that this video has helped, and I hope it clears up some of the mechanics about how to create a bulleted list and how to start your outlines. If you have any questions remaining after watching this video, do not hesitate to send those bad boys my way. All right, but if not, I hope you have a great one. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.